Today, one of the Louisville police officers at the center of the botched raid that led to the death of Breonna Taylor is due back in court. This will be former detective Brett Hankison's second federal trial. He is accused of violating Taylor and her neighbor's civil rights during the 2020 raid. NBC News legal analyst Danny Cevallos joins us with a closer look here. Danny, thanks for joining us. So Hankison was actually acquitted of state charges in 2022. So this will be the third attempt to convict him. How did we get to this point?
Right. And none of these charges are directly related to the victim's death. In other words, he's never been charged with shooting Breonna Taylor because the evidence shows that he did not. The first state charges were related to reckless endangerment for the bullets that flew out of the apartment and into the neighbor's apartment. He was acquitted on that. Then the federal government charged him on civil rights violations, which is related to the killing, but not exactly directly charging for the killing. He was the jury was deadlocked last time around, and the government has elected to retry him, which I would categorize for either state or federal prosecutors as a high-risk prosecution, not because of my opinion, but because we have lab-tested results. We have at least one criminal trial ended in an acquittal, different charges, and then deadlocking on the first federal trial. So I think the uphill battle here is the government. They're in a strange position, one they don't normally find themselves in.
What kind of punishment would he be facing if found guilty?
It would be potential life. The problem with the federal sentencing guidelines is that when you calculate them, they can yield a huge sentence. But in this case, it would probably be much closer to measured in years and not decades. But the federal sentencing guidelines are no joke, even for a first-time offender, as obviously Brett Hankison is.
Yeah, so the judge is not allowing prosecutors to admit evidence on Hankison's behavior in other instances, during other raids, prior acts. How could that impact the prosecution's case?
Prior bad acts is really a controversial issue right now. The prosecutors will always try to get in prior bad acts of a defendant, but the rules prevent that. The challenge really is that there are so many exceptions to that rule. So, for example, I can't just introduce evidence that Hankison did bad things in the past, but if those bad things in the past are part of a modus operandi, part of a signature, something that he always does, then it might come in under an exception to that general rule that we don't try people for things that they did in their history, but only for the crimes that they're charged with. It is a very confusing rule. Defense attorneys like me think there are a lot of problems with it, but of course I'm biased in that area. The bottom line is this: general rule, you can't bring in prior bad acts, but there are exceptions if they really are connected to the crime.
This comes as prosecutors have also filed a new indictment against two former Louisville officers accused of obtaining false warrants for Taylor's home. Tell us about that.
So from the origin, and this is one of the reasons why Hankison might have a defense, one of several different defenses he has, is that there may have been recklessness all around in obtaining the search warrant, which reportedly was obtained based on the single testimony of an unreliable informant, which, by the way, happens a lot. Many search warrants are just not executed with force and at night and with guns drawn. A lot of them are executed and often based on people's statements alone, people who may be criminals themselves with questionable histories. This is something that goes on a lot. It's not an exception. In many ways, it can be the rule. So that is something that really should be looked at in this case. And by the way, might be an avenue for Hankison's defense, which is, hey, I might have made some mistakes, but the real recklessness was obtaining this warrant was done by other people on my team who are not me.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.